What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload every single day. Now, it is funny. This story is like really, really funny, right? Antoine Walker was on a podcast with CBS Sports, and he came out and said that one time he was gambling with Michael Jordan for 36 straight hours. Don't believe me? Hear it from Antoine Walker himself. I'm going to read you the quote. So, it says, this is via Bleacher Report. It says, during an appearance on All Things Covered podcast via CBS Sports, Walker recalled a game of spades that he played with Michael Jordan that lasted 36 hours. It says, quote, when Mike calls, the buy-in goes up. So the buy-in to playing the game goes up a little higher. It's going to be a number that everybody has to bring to the table. I'd say $20,000 just to get in. If you don't have $20,000 to get in, you can't even play spades. So Jordan, it sounds like at this moment in time, during his life, during his what was going on, Jordan liked to play a little bit of spades. And if you ain't had $20,000, you wasn't playing spades with Michael Jordan. So it continues on. It says you can't even play. Mike was competitive. I remember one time we played spades for 36 hours. We were playing against two other guys, and Mike and I were partners. They had us behind, listen to this, $900,000. And it goes on to say the former Celtic star went on to say the game occurred around the time Michael Jordan was going to announce his return to the NBA with the Washington Wizards ahead of the 2001-2002 season. Walker said MJ delayed his official comeback press conference in order to finish the game. Now that is hilarious. Think about this. Michael Jordan, who is like the biggest rock star sports world has ever seen. He's bigger. He's just about as big as anybody. It's like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods at one point was up there, LeBron James, Ali. Like that's about it. That's about like the most recognizable sports figures in the history of sports. In the history of the world, the history of sports, Michael Jordan, especially American sports, Michael Jordan is right up there with anybody. And so this man is about to launch his official comeback, which was like the biggest story in the world when that happened. His official comeback to the NBA back in 2001. And he actually delays his press conference because he's down almost $1 million gambling. Now, we all know, and it's so funny because Michael Jordan is someone who is like super strategic when it comes to his imaging. He's always been like that ever since his days, coming out of college, his early days in the NBA. He had the gold chain and the tongue, and then he got rid of that. So they got rid of the gold chain and was known for the tongue and the jump man, and he was getting sponsorships from McDonald's, and he's got Hanes and obviously the Jordan brand and Nike. So he's very strategic on what he says. He's very strategic on what he does, and that was well documented in The Last Dance, right? And so we know, but it's also well documented, which was also covered in The Last Dance, how big of a gambler he is. He loves to gamble. Now, we don't know if he's into that as much nowadays, but especially during his playing career, and it sounds like, his later playing career, he was a big gambler. Golf, he was huge in gambling on golf. Casinos, he was a big Vegas and Atlantic City person, and even playing cards. He loved to play cards, and it sounds like if you didn't come with at least $20K, you couldn't even sit at the table with MJ when it came to the cards. And we know by watching The Last Dance and from watching Michael Jordan play basketball how competitive he is. It's almost like psychotic how much he wants to win. So I can't imagine being his partner, being Antoine Walker in that moment, and being down almost $1 million playing cards with Michael Jordan against probably some hustlers, right? We saw the hustler during the golfing thing, the young hustler or the hustler that got Mike over like $1 million playing golf. His bookie got him off, the dude, I can't even think of his name, but got Mike out of a lot of money playing golf and gambling. We saw how gambling the night before a playoff game got Mike in some trouble with the NBA. So these gambling stories, they're like of urban legend, and it's amazing to hear some of them because even after all of that, Mike, even after gambling at night, right, at Atlantic City, going out, doing whatever, Mike can still come drop 50 on your head. Even after gambling, losing $1 million, which is pennies to Michael Jordan. He's a billionaire. Even at that time, he's worth a couple $100 million. Even after gambling all of that stuff, down $1 million to these hustlers probably, he comes back and plays in the NBA and becomes an all-star at age 40. So, these stories only really amplify the legend that is Michael Jordan. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. at the Black Boss Channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Leave your favorite memory of Michael Jordan, whether it's gambling or basketball, in the comments down below. I want to check him out. See you guys.